Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTube. Ryan Engelstad here, Thunder, Minnesota, and this is kind of a one-day thrift. Um, just mention to kind of answer some of the questions that I've gotten on some of my videos about how often do you go thrifting uh, and when do you go thrifting and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'd call this a triple triple thrift find because this was just one stop and two new Lumitrons, which are both triples, two of the Tri-Fires, which are both triples, and the Hulk rocket launcher, which I'd argue is probably the most useful of those action Avenger sets. Didn't have the rocket, but I always thought of this as a nice compact. You know, if you're gonna have a nice compact rocket launcher, this is about as small as you can get for it to be a hamp and be useful. And now the ones they were in the process of clearing the shelves when I showed up. This is a Goodwill I don't get to very often. It's Maplewood, other side of it's a few towns away. We live in the Twin Cities, which is full of suburbs, and there are several Goodwills. I guess that's why one of the reasons my thrift hauls usually look so great is because we can travel around the Twin Cities, and there's lots and lots and lots of suburbs. There's lots of opportunities to find good blasters, and so I was in this part of town. Don't usually get over there too often. So I swung in. They were clearing the shelves like they do to make room for new stock. They clear out a certain color of tag off the shelf, and then they bring in new stuff that they said on Sunday afternoon. So I was looking at the cart that they had that was full of blasters. They were taking away some of them were the X shot, one shot, break action jobbers. That a couple laser tag things, a couple water guns that really weren't interesting to me. But one that was interesting to me was this nice little old Aerostorm type blaster. I didn't look it up to see exactly which one. This has the firm posts. So just to see that all four of those were in great shape with no stress marks on this old Laramie, I was super happy with. But the one I was most happy with would be another triple, and an old vintage triple, one I never have never seen, is the Triple Mech, which is a Busby 2005 blaster. Shoots balls, shoots darts, and shoots discs. There's one disc in the disc hopper, and shame there's not more. And there's one ball in the ball launcher. I did open the battery tray, not corroded, so that'll be fun to experiment with and see if we can get it running. I know there's a hopper tube for this. I didn't know it when I was in the store. I don't know if I should have looked harder. I was looking around. They had tons of other blasters. They actually had a V-twin. They wanted $9 for it, but it had no chain, no drums. It was no nothing. It was just the base blaster. And I thought, oh, that's too much. They also had the Dart Zone Titan. They had the Dart Zone Light Command, Scorpion, and then the normal fodder. They had Strong Arms, Magnuses, and other things. But I kind of just picked out the ones, especially since it wasn't a sale day. I wasn't going to pick out too many blasters. But you don't pass up on a triple mech when, at least not now. I don't know if people did at the time. There's a lot of these Busby ones that just never came out in Minnesota back in the day because I don't think Busby was in this market like they are now. One of those things. So, I think this is kind of like one of those Ratatouille moments where not every Goodwill is going to have vintage blasters, but vintage blasters can come from any Goodwill. Just a matter of when you go and luck of the draw when you get there. Like I said, if I had gotten there an hour later, these would have been on the way to the Goodwill outlet, and I wouldn't have known any different. So, one of the things is, and I think a lot of thrifters have said it, if you're gonna, wanna, you don't know what there is unless you go, and the key is to keep going. So, we'll do a separate video on this and we'll see what, if it's firing, and we'll see if we can have some fun with that. It is snowing again here in Minnesota, so I wouldn't expect too much of a firing demo unless we try to shoot it in the basement or something. But yeah, super happy to find it, and we'll clean it up a little bit, not too terribly much, but we'll get off some of the gunk. And nice big Busby handle. And like I said, 2005. I saw there was a couple different variants. I don't know if green's any more rare than the blue I saw, or what. But look at, great sticker. Even has some of the ammunition. I was just so happy to find it. That yeah, that's one of the ones you just grab right away when you see it and throw it in your cart. Make sure that you think about the price later. And I'm super happy I got it. So on that note, I'll leave you guys off to watch other videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.